It's that 80s nostalgic toy guy. We're here at Star Wars area of Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're in a 2-hour wait for the Rise of Resistance, but we're looking forward to getting some toys, some action figures, some collectibles out of the box. Join me back at the collector's table. Let's get at it. Hey there, everyone. It's that 80s nostalgic toy guy. Today, I've got something very special to unbox. I've got my first Disney Mirrorverse action figure, 7-inch scale Buzz Lightyear, right here, exclusively from Mcfarlane Toys. Disney's new role-playing game is about to launch, and in anticipation of that, Mcfarlane Toys has released an exclusive line of action figures from that upcoming game. We are a huge Disney family here in this house, and I am a huge Disney fan. This game contains all of our favorite Disney and Pixar characters, and they are awesome versions of the characters we all love. These characters are very well made, very well put together. They are heavy, heavy plastic. If you're ready to get Buzz Lightyear from Disney's forthcoming Mirrorverse game, meet me at the table. Let's get at it. Welcome back to the Collectibles Table. This is that 80s nostalgia toy guy. Today, I'm extremely excited, extremely happy to bring to you my first Disney Mirrorverse character. One of my favorites. I love the Toy Story film line. I love the Toy Story films. Love them all. When that first one came out, that Pixar film, that hit me like a ton of bricks back in the mid-90s. That was just out of this world crazy animation. Absolutely love it. And they have become amazing. That Pixar team, just they put hit after hit after hit. Great animation.
Bucket.
Showtime.
But this Disney Mirrorverse figure, this Buzz Lightyear you see right in front of me, this is one of the exclusive figures that Mcfarlane Toys has created in anticipation of Disney's new role-playing game, Mirrorverse.
Save all the worlds beyond.
We're going to have links in the detail section for how to pre-register for the game and that website that Disney has, all meant for this Mirrorverse game. We are going to be playing that, my daughter and I. So we figured we might as well get these characters. I can't wait to get this Buzz Lightyear out of the box. I haven't really been this giddy about an online game since World of Warcraft. I've already pre-registered, been on the website and searched through all their stuff. It looks amazing. If you are excited as I am about that game release, go ahead and let's talk about it in the comment section. All right, without further ado, let's get at it. It's time to get Disney's Mirrorverse Buzz Lightyear by Mcfarlane Toys out of this box. To unveil this cool new character that the game hasn't even been released yet, but they've got these characters already out. Some of these characters are already starting to be released. I've got a few of them under my collectibles table that are ready to come up here and get out of the box.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
The first one we're going to do is one of my favorite characters from Pixar's Toy Story films. The Pixar films are just freaking amazing, and this game looks amazing. And these characters look amazing. Like I said, this box feels so darn heavy. When I picked it up at the store the other day, I was like, man, I've got to pick that up. I was searching online on my regular collectibles buying sites.
All right, let's just do what we came here to do and put a message out to kids.
I was in the store, and these guys were there. There was a couple characters left, and I picked this Buzz Lightyear up, and I was like, the heft of this basically made me go, this thing is going to be This thing's gonna be really good quality.
And that's what I call high quality A2.
So let's check out that quality right here. Let's put it to the test of the collector's table, the unboxing here. He has 3 little pieces of tape here, and I don't even fool around trying to pop the tape off anymore. I grab my scissors. This tape means nothing to me, but we'll get all 3 of these pieces of tape off, gently come up underneath here, and just pop them up so they don't tear any other pieces. I think I broke my bottom. Just in case, I do want to put it back in the box for maybe a move, or if I'm going to put it back in the box and clear room for more collectibles that I want to rotate in, or I've never done it before, but hey, what if one day I want to sell something? Maybe it could happen. I don't know. It could happen. Let's do a Buzz Lightyear. Ta-da! There he is. There's our first look. Nothing else is in here. No instructions or anything. We've showed you the front and the sides. It's just a nice Buzz Lightyear artwork. And on the back here, it's just a couple information on some of the other characters to buy that are in the game and that are coming out. I'm going to let you know that I do have one of the Jack Sparrows to open right after this guy. And we're going to get him on the collectibles table. And we're going to get him out of the box as well. I've got one of these Jack Sparrows. Jack Sparrow Support and Jack Sparrow Fractured. So there's different variations of these characters already, which is cool.
Cool.
We got Buzz Lightyear. He's already, you could already, when you pull him out of the box, you could already touch and feel him and everything, and start looking at all the stuff. He comes in, looks like 2 layers here. So we have the first layer here being Buzz Lightyear. He is kind of like little plastic pieces, very common, with little tabs on the end of them that hold into the plastic. A couple pieces hold him in there. We should go set him down right there in front of you there, while we look at this back piece here. We got his jetpack with the wings that come out.
This is the part where we blow up! Not today!
Little jetpack. It's got some wings there that flip out on this guy. The see-through blue wings, we're gonna get those out. A nice little stand. This looks like one of those little Mcfarlane stands that we've set up with with Mr. Batman over here. So it's got one of those little thin stands we're going to have there, and a card. Maybe this card does something with the game, or will do something. The game doesn't come out for a few months yet. We don't know. But we got a card there with it. We're going to pull all this stuff out. First off, we're going to get Mr. Buzz Lightyear, the piece de resistance, as I like to say, the coup de grace of this package. All of you in-the-box collectors, please look away. Look away.
Look away! Look away!
Do not have a heart attack. This is not your collectible. This is mine. Don't worry about it. Live vicariously through me as I open these. Your stuff is still safe on your shelf, in your box, wherever you keep it. I have some pieces that I have. I'm not a complete 100% out of the box collector. I do have some that are still in the box that I'm still iffy on if I'm going to do them or not. So I'm technically not a full out of the box collector, but I'm as close as it gets. We're going to do just a little snip there on that. That comes off pretty easily. We got one over his leg up here, right there. Right there. Is there anything else? That might be it. It's almost like he's come packaged in that To Infinity and Beyond style there.
To infinity and beyond!
Being very careful with this. I do not want to break him. Boom, over in the pile. And we get out of the box, and let me tell you, it was not the packaging that was heavy. It is Buzz Lightyear. He is heavy-chested. This is really thick and heavy plastic material here. As right out of the box, we're seeing nice movement in the shoulder joints. It goes around and around and around. He can do the helicopter on that one. Same thing over here. Those are the big, huge, I don't know, ball and socket joints up there. The elbows, as we're looking here, let's pop it out here and see what we can do out here. Let's see, does this shoulder joint come out here? I think it does. Oh, yep, it does. It comes out there. You have to look at these joints, like I've said before. You have to look at these joints, look around them to see how they'll move. The plastic pieces or the metal pieces, the die-cast pieces, how they're put together will tell you how he'll move. Don't try to force it any other way. That's the only way they'll go. You try to force it any other way, you will break him, and then you're out all that money. Because not many people like to buy broken pieces, unless they're really, really expensive pieces. That being broke still makes them really, really expensive, which those pieces are fairly rare. But at his elbow joints, he has that nice little, looks like one way to go there. Yeah, his elbow joint doesn't really move that way, but it just moves like that. I just noticed this cool little thing there. So not only does his shoulder joint move like that, but he has another little piece right here that allows him to move like this. So that's a cool little point of articulation. You can put him in a lot of different poses. Me, like I said, I lift weights and all that stuff. So I like the flexing pose. So do some flexes in there. Let's see, his arm goes up like that. Do a little flexing there. Same thing over here on this side. It's got the same kind of joints. Does it twist the same way? Yes, it does. I'm not going to force it. I like to move these things around, get to know them.
Getting to know all about you.
Let's see here. Let's see here. This is supposed to move like this. So I'm looking at it. I'm feeling it. I'm not liking the way that's moving right now. So I'm not going to force that. I don't want to force it. I didn't like the way that was moving. I've known enough that when they come out of this container, these packages, and if they're really tight, just don't force it. My collector's room this morning, just a little bit on the cool side. I do not want to break him. Yeah, he's pieced together pretty well, but he could, if you mess with him too much in the wrong way, you could end up breaking these joints a little bit. So as with any of the collector's pieces, you could. He's got a nice little toe that pops up like that. That's a pretty cool little added piece. I like that, where you can kind of put them in a pose where they're standing kind of like that, and it might hold them up like that. Now, of course, my collector's table, like I said, is not the best for standing up, but still, he can stand up in a pose just like that. And that's pretty neat right out of the box. All right, so he has got tons of points of articulation. It's looking just like, let me see his hip. The only thing we didn't check was his hip. Does he turn at the hip? Maybe, but he's got this soft belt piece here, and I just don't want to force it. It looks like he should be able to move a little bit, but I'm not going to force it. Like I said, out of the box, I'm not going to break these pieces. Just be very careful.
Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. SpongeBob, careful.
You're careful with your guys, your girls, your collector's pieces. When you pull them out, just be careful with them. Does his head move? Most of these characters' heads move, but his head, I'm twisting. I don't feel it moving. That doesn't mean it doesn't move, but man, it certainly doesn't look like it moves. And I'm not going to force it. So I'm going to say that I don't know if that head moves or not. Yeah, and I'm not going to force it and break it and snap that head off there. So I right now I can't get it to move. That's okay. I'm not breaking it.
Now I'm gonna break it down for all of you.
Let's pull this so this is a plastic piece that's holding this. I'm trying to keep that glare off, guys. But this plastic piece holds these extra accessories onto this cardboard backing, which has got some nice art. That is the on the back of there. Through watching the videos and doing a little research on the game, that's the mirror there that's in the game, that's featured in the game. That is, I guess, the point of protection and everything in the game is the mirror, hence the name Mirrorverse. So evidently with all these, you're protecting that from all these bad people, or the bad people are coming through it.
The stellar mirror, with malevolent forces seeking to shatter its power.
But yeah, that mirror that's on the back there, on this art, is really consequential to the game. It's a really big portion of the game. So much, in fact, that there is this game is on your phone, so it's a mobile game as well. So if you have an iOS operating system, you get I think there's like a special gold Mickey like avatar or piece or something that you get for downloading and playing the game through the iOS. And then Android has actually, I think it's Android, you download the game, you play through them, register through them, that service, Android, which I've never had. I'm an iPhone guy. But you get like the mirror character. There's like a little character icon or avatar of a mirror. In the detail section of this video, I am going to post a link to Disney's website for the Mirrorverse game. That should be, the release date right now is somewhere mid-June. You know, release dates fluctuate, of course. It's not tearing up that artwork, which is cool because I do like to keep the boxes if I can. Does it hurt me if the boxes, you know, really tear up and everything? You know, maybe a small little bit, but it doesn't hurt me as much as the in-the-box collectors, because I'm all about the pieces themselves. There's tons of cardboard for me to play with. I don't need to play with the cardboard. This is me personally. I don't need to play with this cardboard. Or mess with these cardboard pieces. These are my things. Anyways, we got the card out there, right there. Really cool. Just tells you the front thing. It tells you his Buzz Lightyear from Disney Mirrorverse, and that he is a ranged character, a ranged fighter, which is cool. And then on the back here, it actually tells you, oh, his stats. Okay, so, you know, my history in online gaming is World of Warcraft.
But I've been the Prince of Darkness since 1979.
There can be only one Prince of Darkness.
World of Warcraft.
I played World of Warcraft from launch until somewhere around 7 or 8 years ago, maybe. I quit full time. As in all those kind of games, listen to me here. We're talking one-on-one here. You know how it is on the online gaming, or your video games, or your Xbox, or your PS4, PS3, any game that you have. You know, we have them all. The Wii U. We've had every darn system you can have. We have 3 kids, and we're both, my wife and I are both OG gamer people. You know, my wife's one of the original gamer chicks, and you know, I grew up in the 80s, so I played games all the time. You say you're gonna quit, and then you might quit for a week or two the first time, then you come back like, oh man, then you're like, the next time it might be a month or so, and then you might even have a third time where you quit for about a year or so.
So do you feel like your addiction is too much to handle right now?
But then you come back. Well, this is the longest hiatus I've ever done from my addiction, which was the World of Warcraft online game. And it's been, I believe it's been somewhere around 8 years since I last logged on. So, and I know if I go in there, download it on my newest computer, log in there, and you know, I log in there, and I pop into the realm, the world, the server, whatever. There's going to be people in there that I knew way back in the day that are going to say, hey, oh, what's going on? And they're still in there playing, but I'm on my hiatus. I'm moving on. But this card has, I kind of expanded a little bit too much here, but, you know, we had stats. Our armors had stats. You had hit points or health points, whichever one you wanted to call them, your strength, your stamina, all these different things. Well, the back of this card has a bio, and then it tells you, you know, so I go with, you got the sword here, so I'm talking probably strength, and then you have a shield. I'm talking a defense. Okay, I was a warrior, so those are World of Warcraft people, and I can't remember if Diablo had certain things, but I played Diablo for a while, but I didn't like it as much as World of Warcraft and some other games. But, you know, the shield always meant defense for me, and I was a tank. I was a warrior tank, and also I would switch specs, and I would go on offense too, and it was really pretty darn good. Then you have like all the stuff, health, strength, I call it defense and all that stuff, but they probably have different names for it now. But it's got all that on the back here. That is cool. We have that little card there. Let's see if it'll fit underneath his armpit there. And keep the glare away from you. So we got that. We got these two clear blue, my favorite color. These nice wings here that are going to go on this jetpack. I love jetpacks, and I'm staring at my, my Mandalorian jetpack right here is always looking at me. And I love it. So I love jetpacks. I'm going to say jetpack one more time. One more time. Here we go. All right. Let's see if I can get this out the rest of the way without tearing up this artwork. Oh my gosh, I did. I'm excited, guys. I'm an out-of-the-box collector, but I still respect the box. The jetpack is what I'm calling it. Here I'm looking over this really heavy-duty, really nice molded plastic. Mostly looking like what we see in the TV shows, the movies, the films, the shorts, all that stuff. And since we're a Disney family, we go to Disney World and all the time, and we see Buzz Lightyear around Disney all the time. But this looks pretty neat. Still got this right here. I'm scratching that. It's got a little bit of like from the molding and everything. It's got a little bit of stuff on there. That's no big deal to me. That'll come right off. There's nothing movable on here. It is separate pieces that are like glued on together. There are grooves here, 4 grooves that attach to 4 grooves on the back of Buzz Lightyear. We are going to do that right now to see how accurate these are and how they hold in there. I thought when it came out of here, there was going to be something that like held on through there. It looks like it's a combination of holding on through there on his back and those 4 grooves. We're going to slide it in here and see how well it goes together. Let me see here. It's a tight fit, and that's sometimes pretty good that it's tight. It takes a little work, I'm finding right now.
2 hours later.
My recommendation after this struggle and me doing the sweating is line it up from the top piece, because those are the pieces that are more brittle, maybe, that are more likely to break. Line it up like that first. Pop that top part in there first. Then come at the bottom and line it up. The less likely to break piece. I'm not a weak dude, so I was pushing on here fairly decently. Nothing felt like it was going to break, really. You can usually tell if something feels like it's going to break. The hardest part of this piece, the biggest part, the hardest, thickest part is right there in the middle. Don't try to push too much on the sides where the wings go into, because those could bend or, kind of do a fracture, or that little, whenever you bend a piece of plastic, it does that light piece in there and it doesn't quite break, but you can tell where it had bent. You don't want that.
No, Dewey, you don't want this.
So just right on the middle, and his chest piece, like I said, is very thick. So my recommendation, we put it on there, push it between those two and pop it on. And it went together. After that first little struggle, we're finding this out together. I've not seen a video of this yet to put this together. There might be some out there, but I really didn't look any up. As I'm looking here, I'm seeing some cool other pieces. These jet thrusters right here, these right here, these thruster pieces, they actually move. So be careful with those. Those are actually nice hinged pieces. So that's more points of like articulation here on this. On both sides he has that. I don't see any on his legs. I want to make sure I just don't want to make sure I break anything, and I want to go over every piece of this. The artwork on here is very nice. There might be a little sticker on that front chest plate right there. That looks like it might be a sticker, but everything else looks mostly painted on. Yeah, looks mostly painted on. That looks like a sticker, the way that it's put on there. It was kind of put on there, not quite in the straightest of ways, but it's there, it's good, it's nice. One more point of articulation is his hands. They move. You can, let's see, move that way. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, they move. They move all over the place. Just be careful with them. They do move, though. One open hand and one closed hand. I can make your hands clap. I don't know about this stand. This guy's so heavy the stand might work, and the stand probably will work, but it's got it's got corresponding holes at the bottom of the feet that correspond with that little, the male and female end of these stands and the character. Let's see how well it goes in. It's tight, but it's really, it's like a softer plastic that his feet are made of. It's not going to break like our old G.I. Joes used to break, man. If you weren't careful with those, you know, they broke. Just going to tell you this. When you're messing with these legs at these hip joints, there are certain ways they move. There's a little pin, plastic pin inside there, that and the little plastic pieces that tell you which way it'll move. Please only move it that way. Only move it that way because I do not want you to break your piece out of the box. I just don't. You know, been there, done that. All right, Mr. Flex. Let's get these wings on. These look like they're pretty straightforward wings. There's a little slot, and then there's a corresponding smaller slot with a little ribbed or raised edges that pop inside there. Then you look at the wing. You just set the wing up. It looks like you could probably set, yeah, they're reversible. You look how the wing goes, and you put it in the natural form of a wing. You know, and put it in there, pop it in there, just like that, and it fits perfectly. Perfect. That's pretty good. Less stress than putting on the jetpack itself. That fits pretty good, and that's how it kind of fits in there, just like that. It doesn't have any retractable, mechanism, or doesn't move more. I'm going to tell you what, everyone. This guy right here is solid. Solid as a rock. And he stands very well. He's got all these points of articulation. His color is awesome. It reminds me of the films, the shorts, the cartoons, the shows, all the stuff that we've seen Buzz Lightyear in.
Am I really that fat?
It's got that awesome Pixar Toy Story look. He's got so many points of articulation. And he displays, I'm just going to tell you this, he just displays extremely well. And I know now I'm going to have a Mirrorverse section of my collectibles.
I'm here today because I'm addicted.
And he is going to be a centerpiece. He is very nice. I am very happy with this purchase right here. And I cannot wait to get my other Mirrorverse figures out of the box, the ones that I have and the ones that are on pre-order already. I cannot wait to get those and share those with you. And we're going to go over them just like this one with you. We're going to find these things out together. The only other thing that I maybe wish that Mcfarlane Toys could have done with this character, and I don't know if it's in the game, is it would have been cool, or there could be you know, they always have these accessory packs or expansion packs. A helmet.
Oh, yeah? Tough guy?
How dare you open a spaceman's helmet on an uncharted planet?
A Buzz Lightyear helmet would fit perfectly on top of there. Yeah, I don't know how they would do it. Doesn't look like there's any place they could put grooves in there, but they could make something that would go maybe in between the jetpack and his body, and then have something to hold the helmet on. They could do that, but that's the only other thing that maybe that I would like out of this character. But you know, I think I paid $19.99 for him or somewhere around there. For what I paid for him, he's actually very cool. This guy is huge, big. You get what if you're a Toy Story fan, if you're a Disney fan, and if you're gonna want to play the Mirrorverse game coming out, you want this guy right here. You want him very badly. All right, that has been the fun little entertaining unboxing and review of Disney's Mirrorverse Buzz Lightyear action figure. Brand new, hot off the molding, hot off the factory room floor, to my collector's table here from Mcfarlane Toys. As always, I appreciate everyone who watched. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button for me. You won't regret it, and you won't miss a thing. This has been that 80s nostalgic toy guy. I look forward to seeing you all again real soon.
Don't make me beg here, because I will do it.